Hey creators, what's up? It's your girl Jamila and welcome back to my laboratory. So I had a subscriber ask if I could show how to sublimate on the football arm sleeves. So that is what we're going to do today. I'll have everything I use listed in the description box below. And if you like this video, you learned something new, give your girl a thumbs up, share it with your friends. Make sure your bell notifications on so you don't miss any of my upcoming craft tutorials. Alright guys, so first thing we're going to do is go ahead and start off with the blank canvas in canva.com. To go over to create a design, hit custom size, and I'm going to enter 13 by 19 because that is the size of paper I'll be using, but you enter the dimensions of the paper you'll be using, okay? So for this design, we're just going to go ahead and hit R on our keyboard to bring up this shape. And we're going to use this shape as a template, if you will. So we're just going to stretch it out to the measurements of our sleeve. And mine is about, let's see, 14 and a half inches long, about 5 inches wide. And I say about, so it's not perfect measurements. I like to give myself wiggle room, just to ensure that the design will fully cover the garment and for any errors I make because I can't measure. So I'm just going to go ahead and use a bunch of different uploads I already have for this project. A lot of this stuff I basically just got from Etsy or Creative Fabrica, and I've had it for a long time. So I'll try and leave the links in the description box if I can find it. But if not, you could just search Creative Fabrica or Etsy. And if you don't have Canva, you could try Canva Pro free for 30 days. I'll also leave that link in the description box for you guys as well. So I know I want to use that design, and then I'm just going to go ahead and pull up my watercolor background paper. Okay, so I want this. So now what I'm really just going to go ahead and do is size this to my template. Okay, so honestly, I don't need this because I was able to size that, but I'll just go ahead and duplicate that. And let's get rid of this as well. Okay, so now since I'm going to be like building on top of this, I'm just going to go ahead and lock these into place. So I selected both. I'm just going to go ahead and hit the lock button in our white toolbar. And move that forward. Awesome. So since the arm sleeve does taper, right, it's wide at the top, but then, it gets skinnier and skinnier. And I know I want this to be at the bottom. So I measured the smallest part and it's about 3 inches. So I'm going to make the tiger about 3 inches. I'm just going to go ahead and duplicate him and do it on the other side. All right. And then I'm just going to go ahead and hit T on my keyboard to bring up the text box. And I'm going to type in tigers. So y'all, this video was brought to you today by one of my subscribers asked if I could show how to do this. So shout out to her for the idea. And also, since I'm collaborating with Silky Socks, I asked them, I was like, hey, do you have like arm sleeves and stuff? Because my audience, wants to know how to do it. And so thank you to Silky Socks for providing the blanks for this video. So I don't like this super thin font, right? So I'm going to highlight it and go up here and change it. And I'm just going to type in sports in the search bar. And it'll give me a bunch of different fonts. And I like which sports world. Awesome. Yeah, that looks so much better. And I'm going to make sure it's still highlighted and go up here to spacing, which is in our white toolbar. Because like, what is this big gap right here? So I'm just going to take line spacing down a little bit. Awesome. And then I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger and kind of sit it on top of the tiger. And let's change the color. So make sure it's highlighted. I'm going to change it to this dark blue. Then I'm going to go up here to effects, which is in the white toolbar, and hit shadow. Let's make the shadow orange. Bring the intensity up to 100. And that looks great. So I'm just going to go ahead and duplicate that and bring that to the other side. So this is the front of the arm sleeve. So I'm going to go ahead and add a page, take this same watercolor background I was using, and I'm just going to fill the page with it. And this is going to be the back of the arm sleeve. Okay, so you need about 2 pages to complete this project. And that's it pretty much as far as the design part. Let me move this over a little bit. So I know you guys, sometimes I get questions in the comments like, do I need to flip the design, etc., etc.? Yes, you do. But I always forget to show you that part because my printer, I have it set up to automatically flip my designs. But the one thing about Canva is if you use text, you cannot flip text. So I can take this image and I can flip the image, but I can't flip the text. And it's all good because what you'll do is just go ahead and download this design, save it as a PNG to your computer. Now you can now Canva has an app, so you can open the app on your phone, save the image to your camera roll, flip it in your camera roll, and then print like that. Or you just go ahead over here into Google and type in like image flipper. And just Pine Tools is a good website to use. So you just, search something on Google, go ahead and upload and flip your image that way. Okay. So yeah, don't forget to flip y'all stuff. Y'all, my bad for forgetting to tell y'all that. So we have everything saved, and now we're just going to go ahead and print and press. So we're going to refer to this Silky Socks press guide for a reference, and we're going to put our heat press to 400 degrees, and we're going to be pressing our sleeves for 30 to 35 seconds. I did 35 seconds, and we're just going to print everything out with our sublimation printer. I'm using a Workforce 7710. These aren't really available anymore, but I do have some alternative links in my description box, okay? So once everything is all printed and the press is warm, we're just going to go ahead and lint roll these sleeves really, really well. So one side of these sleeves has this seam right here, and I decided to make that the back of my arm sleeve. So I'm just going to go ahead and lay these sleeves down and heat tape it to the design really, really well. Try and make sure everything is nice and smooth so we get a really good press. And again, you guys, everything I use will be linked in the description box of this video. And a special shout out again to Silky Socks for providing the blanks for this video, and to our creative cousin who asked for this video. So it's really cool. She actually hit me up on Instagram and asked me if I could do this. So you guys, my social links are in the description box of this video as well. I do respond to messages and things. So if there's ever anything that you want to see, if I can do it, I will do it for you guys, okay? So all that information will be listed for you in the description box of this video. So once everything is taped up all good, we're just going to go ahead and lay it down on the press. Cover it with your paper and go ahead and press it. Again, we're doing 400 degrees for 35 seconds. Once it's done, y'all always know this is like the scariest part of any project, the big reveal. And oh my gosh, it came out so nice. The colors are so vibrant and pretty, y'all. This is nice. Ooh, I did that big time. So we're basically just going to go ahead and repeat the same process for the back of this project. Just make sure you change out the butcher paper in between your presses because you don't want any of that ink to transfer onto the design in the place that you don't want it. So I used the size medium sleeve in this video, and this is what it looks like on me, and this is what it looks like on my 15-year-old daughter. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, I'll see you later.